Hey guys, Matty Ice here, and today we're doing something different. I'm going to be testing hot glue gun hacks as seen on YouTube and Instagram. These hacks are generally posted by 5 Minute Crafts, Troom. These hacks are usually stupid at best. They look neat, but do they really work? I don't know. So let's grab ourselves a glue gun. We are going to be first making a fly swatter from glue because you don't have a fly swatter, there's a fly buzzing around the house. What are you gonna do? Make yourselves one out of hot glue. Okay, so step one, when you're making a glue gun kind of project, most of these things revolve around getting yourself some type of, plastic bottle, a metal can, like a glass bottle, or in parchment paper, which it's reasonable. The hot glue shouldn't stick to this in theory because parchment paper has silicone. Things don't stick to it. That's why you use it for baking. So let's just get ourselves out some parchment paper. Flip her over onto the correct side. And let's grab ourselves a glue stick. I did get myself, these are the jumbo king size glue sticks, full size. These are twice the length of a normal one. Hangs out that far out of your glue gun. That's crazy. So a fly swatter is gonna have like a square shape, so let's wait till our glue gun gets hot enough. Just gonna kind of like follow along on this parchment paper. Oh wow, this thing comes out pretty fast. Go big or go home. Alright, let's make that side a little bit thicker. So we got our base of the fly swatter. It's right here. This is where the head is going to be, and then I'm gonna make the handle coming down this way. So to make an actual fly swatter, we gotta fill in the middle a little bit. So we're gonna start by making a little line diagonally. Man, this hot glue is going quick. Look at this stick. We're already like halfway down. We're gonna kind of cross the other way. So then we got like an X pattern. And then we're just gonna fill her in. We're gonna go here, because you gotta have something to hit the fly with. So this is going to be what actually makes contact with the fly. Now our handle, we're gonna do like a little bulb right there, and then we're gonna come down, keep going. We're just gonna go crazy. Alright, there's the other side of our little bulb. Come down this way, keep going, we're gonna cut over. Alright, now we're gonna fill this in. Supposedly all I need to do now is pull this. Hey, look at that. Came right off the paper. Now, as you can see, this is floppy. I guess it does its intended purpose, but I don't know if I can call this one a win. It's just so floppy. I mean, it'd be good if you saw a fly and you wanted to, it allows you to flap it against things, but I don't know if this was a wise use of 2.5 glue sticks worth of glue. Alright, let's toss this one to the side and move on to our next project. The next hot glue gun project, what this one is all about is taking a standard glass bottle. Once you pop the top off of this, you can't get that metal, screw tab to go back on. If you do, it doesn't seal it. So supposedly, the solution is to take a plastic bottle, remove the top, put it on here. So I gotta imagine we're just like cutting off the very top right here and then using the screw top on here. Let's grab our scissors. We're just gonna kind of like stab in here. Alright, there we go. Our incision has been made. Alright, we're just gonna cut kind of around in a circle. Alright, there we go. Cut off the top. Now all we're interested in is this very top portion, because supposedly that's gonna fit right over top of here, and it already looks like it's not going to fit up to about that point. And you know what, we're gonna give ourselves a little bit of room to work with in case we need to put the hot glue in there. So we'll cut out our little triangle right here and pull that off. But we're gonna have to wait for the glue to harden on this too, and you figure in the time that would take, you could just as easily find something else to seal this. Okay, I mean, how is this supposed to work? This is like barely, it doesn't, it's no room. I mean, we got a little lip there so we can kind of like glue it in. Okay, our glue gun should be good to go now. Stop on so I don't get glue, because we're not gonna leave it upside down. We're doing that for demonstration purposes. So we got all our glue on there. Let's put our bottle on top. All right. And I think that's all we need to do. We just gotta wait for this to dry now. So in the meantime, I'm gonna put some extra glue around the edges here, coverage, and we don't get no slippage of this plastic. All right, guys, we're gonna wait for this to cure, and then we'll come back and show you what happens. So here's our bottle, and as you can see, our glue, you know, it hardened on there. It's not pretty. I kind of had to keep flipping it back and forth. So can we unscrew the top, or will this hot glue just fail? Hey, look at that. It actually did make a seal, and as you can see on the inside, we do have you know, some glue kind of protruding into the bottle, but it's not totally obstructing it. So we made a reclosable top on this bottle. It doesn't look very pretty. Will it hold water? I'm gonna grab some, I got some water right here in my water bottle. All right, so I got this, you know, about halfway filled with water, at least the halfway the bottom part. We're gonna put the tight top back on. Make sure it's screwed on. Yeah, it's holding. I'm cranking that pretty good. Turn it upside down and see if there's any leakage. Hey, look at that. You know, I'm shaking it. There's no real water coming out of it that I can see. I mean, let's touch it. Yeah, it's not leaking. Shocking. Now, can we pour and still get an uninterrupted flow of water out of here? Let's see. All right. And the water pours right out. Look at that. I mean, it's kind of funky because that glue's in the way. I gotta say, this one, it's stupid, but it does work. If you really wanted to seal a bottle and all you had is hot glue, it would work for you. All right, guys. So our next one is going to be how to turn an ordinary lighter. This one is my Yas lighter into a waterproof lighter. I think this one so far of all these hacks seems like the one that would have the most use for, you know, survival situations. This is just a standard butane lighter like you'd pick up at any, you know, gas station. So just to prove it works, there you go. Flame away. Look at that thing. And it's full. This hot glue gun hack though, the only thing you're really doing is putting hot glue on top of the lighter to keep water from getting in. So we're going to put some hot glue on this, and then we're going to see if it actually works. So I think we're going to need our parchment paper for this one. We'll pull over a little square right here. All right, so we're going to just, you know, I don't even know how to go about this. I think it'd be best if you like build up a little edge right here. And I'm kind of nervous because butane is flammable and we're using something that's extremely hot. I mean, this glue gun right here gets hot as heck when it is going full force. So we're gonna make a little bead right there and just kind of like hold it for a second until it starts to set up. I don't know how much glue I'm supposed to bit on. Oh, oh, that's hot glue. Ouch. Well, I burned myself. That didn't take long. Oh man, that hurt. All right, so we're gonna just let this sit. And as you guys can see, hot glue, dangerous. So be careful when you're working with hot glue. Man, that hurt like hell. All right, we're gonna pull off that hot glue. Oh, I'm gonna have some nice blisters. All right, guys, we're back. And as you can see, I had to cover up those burns. This one was pretty bad. I got a huge blister forming right here, and I got one on my thumb too. Hot glue, dangerous. Who could have guessed? Probably anyone that pays attention, but all right, so we got our lighter and it's dry. It's definitely not pretty. As you can see, it kind of looks weird, but I guess it'll work. Let's kind of pretty this up a little bit since we had to go and injure ourselves. So let's grab our little handy dandy scissoroos. There we go, look at that. It's covered on both sides. It's, you know, there's nothing exposed on this. So to test out and see if it's waterproof, which I can't see any obvious holes. Normally if you dunk a lighter in water, what's going to happen is it's not going to function. You're going to get the flint wet and then it's going to be ruined. So let's drop this in the water. There we go. Let's, you know, stir it around a little bit in there. It's floating, which is a good sign. That means there's a lot of butane in it. So let's get this all over the place. Oh no, I dropped it in the pool, into a running creek. Let's pick it up again. Oh, Butterfingers, we dropped it. Look at that. I got it splashed around in there. Let's even go this way. There we go. We thumped this thing around pretty good. Alright, so it's been sitting in there for a little bit, and let's pull her out. I don't see any leakage right now. I'm kind of curious if this long term's had water, so let's leave it in here and we'll come back in let's say 10 minutes and see what happens. Alright guys, I accidentally went that one will go longer than I anticipated. It's been almost 20 minutes since I left this in the water, so I really hope this hot glue held up. I don't see any water's made it through, so I guess that's a good sign. I guess we just now have to peel off the hot glue to use this, which is not easy to do. You know, looking at this thing, man, I'm like pulling at this hot glue and it doesn't want to come off. All right, we got that edge started. Let's see if we can't just peel it off. So maybe there is some truth to this one. All right, man, this is torturous. I hope it doesn't like break off something on it and then we got butane leaking everywhere. That'd be terrible. Alright, we got a little hot glue in there. I don't see any hot glue in the actual, you know, unit or anything, so I think we should be good. We did, you know, ruin our little plastic graphic right here that they wrap these things in. But other than that, I don't see any hot glue is adhered to anywhere else on here. We'll find out when we, you know, if it lights up, if we smell some burning hot glue. So here's our little cap that we destroyed, taking it off. It's not like you can reuse it, but oh well. For, you know, survival life hack, let's see if it actually even works now that we've dunked it in water for 20 minutes and covered it in hot glue. Holy crap, look at that, guys. It actually worked. I'm shocked. There's no problem at all. This life hack, A+. Alright guys, so we got our lemon here. It's just a normal sized lemon. It's not that big. It's, you know, it's slightly smaller than a tennis ball. And what we're going to do is first, these life hack videos, if I haven't mentioned it previously, they don't tell you how to make these things that well. They just kind of give you quick, you know, like snapshots of how to do it, and they show them doing it, but they don't really tell you what's going on. So in all the videos, they take their lemon or orange and they start rolling it like this. I imagine that's to get like the citrus juice going and to squish everything up inside, but I'm going to squeeze it a little bit. Why not? At this point it can't hurt. And then it just says you're going to cut off, you know, like a little area right here at the very top. So we'll make our little incision right here. Pull that out. So there's already a ton of juice in there, guys. It's leaking all over the table, as you can see. Okay, so man, I really don't want to burn myself again. So we need something to hold this. There. We'll use our little can. We're just going to pop that right on there. We need to complete this project is another bottle. We need to cut the top off so we can put our bottle cap around here and glue it on and then accomplish who knows what. Grab our scissors that we were using previously. Alright, there we go. There's some scissors. And you just calmly slide her in there. There we go. So this one's working pretty good. Alright guys, we got ourselves one cap to a bottle that will be then glued right onto here, and that's actually a pretty good fit. We're into the life hack. We've rolled this already, we've squeezed it, and then we're just going to be literally gluing this directly to the top of this open lemon. So we've got our hot glue working right here. Let's get a gluing. Alright guys, so we've got a nice bead of hot glue all the way around, and we're just gonna let this, you know, sit until it hardens, and then we will see if we can't just get juice directly out of this lemon. So on our little lemon that we've turned into some type of strange pouring contraption, we should now be able to, since the glue is hardened sufficiently, I made a nice bead all the way around, and then I also built it up on the plastic slightly. So according to the life hack, all they did was like unscrew the cap, and look at that, it actually stays on there pretty good. And then they turned it over and they were able to pour out juice. I mean, I'm squeezing it, and I don't know if you guys can see that. We're getting a couple little droplets in there, but we're not really getting a lot of juice. I mean, that's like a minuscule amount. Maybe if we roll it again, we'll get some more juice out of this. If it starts leaking all over the place, I'm gonna be pissed. All right. Oh, look at that. We actually, we're getting more juice out of it. I mean, there is some juice coming out of this thing as I squeeze on it, but I don't know if that's any more juice than I would normally get out of a lemon. It was like, ooh, you saw we spilled some juice on the table. I mean, it's working, but I don't think we're getting that much juice out of this thing. Look at that, total fail. That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. After we started rolling it again, the hot glue that's on here has started to fail. And I know you guys can hear that, but it's like literally like hissing and bubbling, and it's leaking out of there. So this one's a fail. All right, guys, so for our final life hack, we are going to do the coup de grace of kind of like life hacks that I've seen. It's making a sandal out of hot glue. I mean, who hasn't woken up to realize I have no sandals? I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere. It's a problem that I run across daily. I don't know how many times I've woken up and called into work and said, hey, I can't come in, guys. I don't have any sandals. Well, no more. I've got a hot glue gun. I can make it. Unlimited sandals. So we're gonna start. You're supposed to like trace a shoe or something, but I don't got time for that. I'm just gonna guess. I got big feet, so I'm just gonna start like making like a big shoe looking thing. Now this does require like a whole bunch of glue, and I've seen some of these people that make these, they like build up a couple layers. Ain't nobody got time for that. I gotta like run out to the like mailbox or something and get the postman some extra postage. So we've got the base outline traced on here, and it's actually not that big. I should have made it bigger, but whatever. C'est la vie. So we're gonna start crossing it, because I think you're supposed to make like these little cross supports in here, and then we'll go this way. Now I think I'm gonna go lengthwise too, because we want this cross hatched and we want this looking clean. We can't be rolling with no ghetto sandals. We gotta be able to get to the mailbox. We ain't got time for, problems. We're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna cross it up. It's like we're making a giant fly swatter. Alright guys, so I did a little bit more hot glue while you're gone, because I had to change batteries on my Ryobi, and it looks like the only other thing I did was I kind of filled in some of these lines I made too thin up here. I was just going over them a second time like that, because it got to be able to hold up. I mean, I'm running through some rusty nails and God knows what's in that driveway. It could be anything. Could have, like I said, there's Lego pieces out there. You just got to be able to hold up though. That's all. Okay, so there's the base of our shoe. The other thing we're going to do to the base is add a little bit more as this dries to the outside, so we have something to attach the top to. The top is going to be like that piece that, it's that big long rectangle, so I'm going to start up here. That is the piece that, kind of goes over your foot and attaches to the sandal, so you have something to kind of like put your foot on. It's, I guess, what holds the sandal to your foot's a better term for it. So we'll start with like a rectangle looking thing. We're just going to make this basic. We're going to go back and forth, because actually hold down, because this is what's actually going to have to be glued to the shoe. We're going to glue hot glue to itself, if that makes any sense. Okay, Another pass around this corner so we get a nice base to glue down. Let this stand for a little bit, and then we're gonna come back and start assembling our brand new sandal so I can make it to the mailbox. So what we do now is just start to pull off our part that's gonna go over our foot. And we got this nice flat part to go against our foot, and this is actually gonna become part of our sandal. Oh my God, that's gonna be massive. This looks so big. This bead right here, and then we're gonna, I think we should actually go this way. That's kind of tapered better. And we're just gonna push the hot glue onto itself very carefully so we don't burn ourselves again. And then we're gonna put another bead over here for this side. Look at that, guys. This thing, I know you guys can't see this. I'm gonna pick it up so you can see what it looks like. Look how monstrous that is. I can fit like my whole arm through there. Okay, so we're gonna let this set up and then we are going to try on our hot glue sandals. Alright guys, it's the moment of truth. This glue is set up now. I can touch it, it's not going anywhere, so let's peel off our shoe. There we go, there's our finished product. Hey, that looks like a sandal. We got like that thing, it's monstrous on here, so I guess if my foot swells up or something I can make it fit. So let's get you guys down on the floor and let's see this thing in action. Here's our shoe. I'm gonna put that on the ground, and let's let's go for the left foot. Why not? Look at that, guys. We got ourselves a shoe. It is really floppy. It doesn't really stay together that well. It kind of like jiggles, but I guess technically if you needed something to stand on the ground, it feels like those old jelly shoes you had back in the 80s. I think we can make this better. Let's let's give this one another shot. I made this a little bit too thick, too big right here. I need to like bend it down a little bit or something to make it better so it's smaller. Okay, so I'm just about out of glue. We're just gonna finish this off and then we're gonna wait for this to solidify and see what kind of amazing results we can garner from this baby. Oh yeah, guys. We'll bring it back as soon as it's done finishing its curing process. Alright guys, we're back. So here's what we got. Looks a lot better. That looks a lot more like, sandal, I suppose. Look at that nice end on this. It's nice and solid in the back. It's probably gonna massage my foot as I walk. Still slightly tacky, but well, the front's the gooeyest part, but we'll be alright. It did kind of melt a little bit right here, but that's my fault. I think it'll still hold up. It's gonna let me go. It's definitely more substantial. Is the shoe. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. That's good stuff. Okay, so here's the shoe. Let's put it back on our left foot. Yeah, let's put it on our right foot this time. That's feeling much closer to sandal. Guys, look at that. Alright. That is on my foot. It's not nearly as flexy as it was before. That's actually not too bad, for a shoe in a pinch. It's gonna be me walking with my new hot glue sandal. Alright, look at that, guys. It's working. I can walk with it, and it doesn't feel bad. I mean, this kind of feels like some weird like hotel sandal. Now I don't know if it's sticking to my foot because it's still like glue or if it's just it slides off, but I would say that's not all bad. That's acceptable for a hot glue sandal. You've seen the hot glue life hacks. What do you think? Do you like these kind of videos? Do you want me to do more of them in the future? Personally, I did this because I was seeing all these videos posted on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube of these hot glue gun crafts, and they look so interesting, and they look like they're, stuff that you can do, that maybe it's going to make your life easier, maybe it's a simple hack for something expensive, or maybe it's just a stopgap until you can find the real thing. So, going over what we did today, our fly swatter, this one actually might work. I've been, swinging it around, and it's real floppy, but man, you could get a good whip on this thing, and I bet you could smear some bugs on some walls with this thing. So fly swatter, I'm gonna give this one a pass as a stopgap. Next, Another one that was okay was the glue glass bottle, where we were, putting a plastic bottle onto here. But again, what are you doing with this? I don't see the point. Even though it works, I don't think this is a good one. Okay, after that, the one that nearly cost me my fingers, the waterproof lighter. This one was excellent, except for the burning myself severely part. I've got some huge blisters. It went onto the lighter, and it did make it waterproof. I accidentally left it in the water for 20 minutes. Still works 2 hours later. So I can't complain about that one. So I think this one makes sense, and it could, save your life if you're out backpacking and you need fire and you don't have magnesium strips or matches. This is not a bad one in my opinion. I think this one actually makes some sense. The lemon. Where do we freaking begin with this stupid lemon? It leaks. It doesn't really do anything better than cutting the lemon open and smushing it does. Yeah, you get some juice, but why bother with the hot glue and potentially burning yourself? I mean, look, here's some juice in there. Oh, that's lemon juice. Oh, it's got a weird taste now. Oh man, this bitter aftertaste. I shouldn't have done that. That was stupid. But much like drinking that lemon juice, this life hack is also stupid, so skip this one. Hot glue sandal. It technically works. It's not great. You use a lot of glue. This is like 4 glue sticks worth of glue. And that's 8 regular glue sticks. That's a lot of glue. And it's not pretty. It kind of, you feel all the bumps on the ground. But it does work, so I can't say it's a total failure. I just don't think it's a smart use of glue, and I don't think it's very practical. Alright guys, thanks for watching my life hacks that I am testing out, and we'll catch you next time. Let me know if you have any life hacks you want me to try in the comments below. Alright, have a great day.